I'm definitely gonna cry in this video. I don't even care how I look right now. I'm so busy. One sec. Can I find something to put my phone up on? Like, can I find anything? That'd be great. I need some water because I'm super thirsty. Let me see if I can use this stand. Would this work? One second, y'all. I have to go back out later. I'm so exhausted. Like, this is literally crazy. This is literally insane. Literally insane. I'm gonna spill some serious tea in this video, so I hope y'all are ready. I'm gonna be spilling a lot of tea in this video, and I'm telling y'all right now, formal warning, I'm definitely gonna be crying in this video because enough is enough, bro. Like, enough is enough. This is like, I need to get some tissue actually, because I'm definitely gonna cry in this video. I'm definitely gonna cry in this video. Y'all can put in the chat whatever you want, encouraging stuff, talk about your day, talk about what you're going through. When I get a chance, I will definitely read y'all's comments. I'm just going through a lot right now. And I am like so fed up. Like, I can't even describe how fed up I am. Like, shit is crazy. Wish I had like a jacket or something. Like, ish is actually insane, y'all. So where do I even freaking begin? So let me just basically go on a little rant about what's happening right now in my life. And when things get super better in my life, I'm definitely going to be able to forever vlog this and document this, because when I get out of what I'm getting out of right now, it's going to be a miracle. I don't even know how it's going to happen. I don't know I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know that sorry guys. I know that there's a God, there's something watching over me, you know. I know that for a fact. Like, you know, not every day is going to be perfect. Life is not always going to be perfect, but I do believe that, like, with hard work and manifestation and things like that, you know, a breakthrough will come. So even though I'm crying in this video and I'm exhausted in this video, you know, this is proof for everybody else out here chasing their dreams, working hard, that you will get through this. Just like right now how I'm getting through this, all of you are going to get through this, because I believe fundamentally that there's nothing that we can't do. There's nothing that when you put your mind to something, there's nothing you can't do. And there's been something that I've been wanting to tell you all for a while, but I didn't know like when I would talk about it. And now that like I'm at my breaking point with this whole situation and just fed up and like frustrated, like now is the time to finally talk about it. Now is the time for real. Like, you know, like most of my family is Christian. My parents, one of them, I wouldn't consider a Christian, but he's a fake. He changes his religion with whoever he's dating. He's a fake. He's a fraud. But my mother, she is really into like Christianity and all that. And even before I even told her about my channel, or even she found out or whatever, like for the longest time, it was like religion versus what I know, what I feel. And like for a lot of people who are on the spiritual path, they battle. And I've talked about this before, but not like in depth. They battle with people in their life that are close to them or family, whatever, that don't accept. They don't accept how you think, right? If it's not if it's not in the context, if it's not in the context of how they think, they automatically reject it, right? For some people, that's career. For others, it's religion. For others, it's even sexuality. People, they feel like they're outcasted, or people can't relate to them because of how they live or how they think or whatever, you know? And so knowing that, you know, church and how I was raised and all that was so closely identified with the path that I walk for myself, I was getting conflicted with it. I won't use the word conflicted. I was getting attacks because of it. I'll put it that way. When I launched this channel, and I'm sorry guys, but like what I'm going through is so painful, and like I knew this had to happen. I knew it. Like I just knew it. I was working my way to this point for days, for weeks, for years. And now I'm like, you know what? I'm at a point where it's me versus them. It's my happiness, my health, my talent, my joy, my gift versus other people. And even down to my chart, like there's certain signatures in my chart where when I've identified it, it always looked like it would be me choosing one over the other, sadly. And a lot of people have this, you know, a lot of people who are entrepreneurs or business owners or spiritualists or healers, they deal with this. They deal with the conflict of life, you know? And when I founded this channel, I knew that it was a gift from God. I knew genuinely in my heart of hearts, like, this is one of the things I'm meant to do. This is who I am. It comes natural for me. And then always having to fight back negative voices. Oh, that's not of God. You know, reading cards is not of God. This is not of God. Blah, 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 blah. Like, really confused me, because I'm like, how could you think that way? So even when I was like constantly on here uploading, I just want you all to know, like, behind the scenes, I had to fight. I literally had to fight to like keep doing the kind of content and growing my channel. I had to fight for this. And I'm sorry, but like, I'm at the point right now where I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. I'm at this point where like, I don't care anymore who has to leave my life. I don't care anymore who I have to cut off. I don't care anymore, because it's about me. It's about my happiness and my mission on this planet. You know, and I'm sick of being controlled. I'm sick of being silenced. I'm sick of going against what other people think about what I do or whatever. Like, I don't care anymore, because they're not in my shoes. They're not in my shoes. You see what I'm saying? So it has been heart-wrenching, because now I'm just like, I'm in this crappy matrix with these crappy people and these crappy jobs. And I'm like, this is not it. You know, I'm at this computer working from 5 o'clock in the morning, not on my dreams, not on what I want to do, not on what I was placed here to do, but on crap. And I'm like, this is crap, yo. This is not it. This is not the reality or the world that I want to currently exist on. And I know for myself and for a lot of you watching out here that the only way that you are going to live a life that is destined for you is you have to rise above everything. You got to rise above maybe your own people, your own kinfolk, okay? Like your own past, what you were raised with. You have to literally escape that. And if you don't, it's like they got you trapped, you know? And just the warfare, like just like the practical everyday warfare that I've been going through off camera is like stupid. The things I'm having to like deal with, I'm like, these things are stupid, you know? And I'm only one person, so I'm over here focusing on what I know is important to me. And then because of the world we're living in, you know, certain people should be doing certain things and they're not doing it correctly. I'll give you all an example right now. I will give you all an example right now. I had something was off with my car. I could feel something was off, and then I took it to one of my dealers main work, what you call it, dealer shops, whatever. And they identified that I had a nail in one of my tires. So of course, you know, the state and the city I live in, no matter where you go, it's very busy and there's a lot of construction. So when there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of accidents, a lot of motorcycles, cars, you name it, taxis, this, that. It's almost like New York, like because it never stops. Like there's always something on the road. And so from having my other previous car, I identified that there would be there could be nails, there could be glass, broken glass on the road. And when I was in college, I experienced that at least twice, where there was just residue on the road that I could not swerve out of. Like I had to, you know, you can't just drive over it. Like there's some glass and nails and debris on the road that you literally have to just drive over. There's no other place to go. You know, it's like super busy traffic. You're coming home, you know, like you can't just escape it. So when I manifested this new car that I have now, that I got last year, November or December, yeah, I think it was November, I put a policy on it because I was smart. I said, okay, I'm gonna get a policy because I know if I get this policy, if this happens again to me, I don't have to pay up front. And if it's even worse, like a tire spins off or something crazy like that, I bought the package. I bought more than one package to cover that. You see what I'm saying? So I remember I did a video a couple weeks ago about the hurricane. Remember I told you all there was a hurricane coming down south on the East Coast. I told you all that. So then around that time, I had that issue. So when I called the company that I should make the claim with, they were closed because of the hurricane. And it was a weekend. That day specifically, for some reason, they were not open. So my dealership, my manufacturer, my model of my car, the company said to me, you need to call back on the Monday, the following Monday, and make a claim and explain what happened to your situation. So that's what I did. And so I was supposed to get my refund. They told me it would take up to 3 months to get this refund. I said, 3 months? Why am I going to pay this extra stuff for this car every month? And I'm having to wait so long. I said, they need to expedite that because this situation is not my own. This is not even my problem. Like I can't control a hurricane. None of us can control if there's a hurricane. So if my car needs to get fixed and I got the money, I'm gonna fix it regardless if they pick up or not, because this is my car. I have to go to work. I have to buy groceries. I got things to do. So here's how I know that my higher self, my intuition has been on fire. Regardless of the Mars retrograde, my intuition and my intuition has been on fire, bro. In the midst of me doing paperwork, doing stuff for work, blah, 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 I get this weird nudge that I need to call the same company that I filed the claim with, that I paid to. I pay to this company extra every month for certain policies, right? To make certain claims, to cover certain things on my car. So I woke up this morning amongst all the other shit I have going on, all the craziness I have going on, having it 5 o'clock, I'm up doing all this. I'm like already burned out for the, I mean, the day hasn't even started for me really, but I'm like I'm already like all over the place doing this, doing that. And something dropped in my spirit, right? Something dropped in my spirit and said to me, you need to call that company that you made the claim with because you have not seen your direct deposit refund. I haven't seen my refund in my checking account. So I'm like, something is up. Either they're still processing the refund or this ish is lost. Come to find out, guess what the lady told me? The lady told me that they sent it to the wrong address. Now, how How? My address is on my claim. It's on my receipt. It don't make no sense, people. My address is where it should be in order for them. And first of all, my address is not even my checking account or my debit card that I had on file. So I explained to the lady that it's not her. I didn't got a bone to pick with her, but I said to her, who are the names on my that I dealt with before? And if there's a manager, I need to speak to a manager, because I'm like, first of all, I have had to call like over 12 times. I've had to call like if I don't call them, if I never call them like repeatedly, this would have been under the water. You hear me? Nothing would have gotten done. None of the representatives, no manager, no claims department, they would have had my file sitting there, I know for a fact, until next year, January, if I was not on top of them. And that frustrates me, because I'm like, first of all, this is not my job. You see what I'm saying? It's not my job for the claims department and the sales representative to properly process my claim and let me know what's the status or the right update or whatever. Like, and I told the lady, I'm like, first of all, I went in the account and changed the address. I made it even easier for them because I wanted my money back. That I went in myself at work. I took my time on my lunch break to put this information in, and they still got it wrong. And I saw other people on Twitter saying that since the pandemic, since all this has happened, customer service is down the drain. And it's so true. Customer service nowadays is crap. If like, it's horrible. So when she told me that they sent my money to the wrong address, I'm like, I'm like, no, there's no way. So I'm sitting on the phone, like trying so hard to not go off. I'm like, I need to speak to a manager, because this is beyond negligent. You see what I'm saying? If you ask me to upload a receipt, you ask me to upload this, that, and I do my, as a customer that I'm paying this. It's not free. I pay for this. I'm like, this should have been handled already. And she's going to say to me, on behalf of everybody, I'm going to apologize, because yes, I have to agree. This is a situation that's supposed to be hands-on. And this person that you dealt with before should have handled this. And I said, of course he should have handled it. That's their job. So being a young adult, you see what I'm saying? Being busy, we're all busy. It just pissed me off today. I'm like, bro, I can't be doing 3, 4, 5 other people's jobs. Like, I don't have time for this. So this morning was just like, you know what? This morning was like another like wake up call. Like, bro, you can't trust nobody. You can't rely on nobody these days. Like, for real, you can't even. And I said to her, if my intuition was on the way that my intuition is A1 sauce. You see what I'm saying? My intuition is 1,000% on the mark. And I said to her, if I did not call today, how would I know that this happened to me? You guys would have never told me that this happened to my paperwork. You guys would have said nothing to me. That's gross negligence. So I'm like, we're living in a time where you got to do everything yourself. You got to watch everything, because these people are incompetent. And so I'm like, how many things can I do? How many places can I be, bro? Like, real talk. How many things can I, not just 3D, but spiritually be responsible for? I'm like, this is crazy. It made my life a lot easier if the people we have to deal with in everyday life were competent, but they're not even competent. So I'm like, okay, now I gotta go behind the counter and do your job because you can't do your job. Like, it's getting like, bro, this matrix is so lame to me. I don't know what it is, yo. Like 2 hours ago, I'm just sitting here doing this work, and I'm like checking my emails, like, you know how it is adulting and everything. Like, you check your emails like 20 times a day, probably 200 times a day. I probably check my email about 200 times a day, like my personal emails. I don't check my YouTube email for forever. That's not even open. My website doesn't say that. I'm saying my personal stuff, like my real life stuff. I'm always on it. So I'm like, I'm literally like, this is insane. you know. And it's just the new world that we're living in is falling apart, bro. It really is. When other spiritual people talk about how the world is unstable and crumbling and on fire and blah blah blah, like they're not BSing at all, bro. Like this world is just getting ridiculous, and the Matrix bots in it are even making it worse. Because if they had any half common sense, half the shit that we have to go back and fix over and look over, if I could trust people like that, I wouldn't have an issue in life. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have those issues. But it's because I know that my intuition is on point, that a lot of times these people don't do what they're supposed to do. Even if you pay them. So you have to like go behind and be like, what is this? This is a mess. So I'm just like, I'm literally like, this is insane. So yesterday night, I told myself personally that I just want so much better for myself, and there's so much I gotta do. And while I'm doing it, while I'm manifesting it, I'm gonna be coming on here and updating y'all, because I refuse to give up. I refuse. Right now, I feel like I have 1,000 things I have to do. I feel like I'm being pulled in 1,000 directions, which I hate, but that's how I feel. And ultimately, I'm like, this matrix sucks. This matrix does not impress me. Like the way the system is built up, like the way it is lame to me. You know what I'm saying? It's lame to me because it doesn't work. You know, how many of us have observed in the world, like these things are not working. These systems put in place that people put in certain positions, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what the hell they're doing. And so you have to like almost do it for them. And I you know, I didn't want to go at the lady because it's not her fault, but I had to explain to her, like, if I did not have this intuition, where would I be, bro? Like, this is why I'm never, ever, ever going to turn my back on the spiritual gifts that I have and who I am and what I know, because I'm telling you, like, if you don't hold on to your spiritual gifts, this world is going to mollywop you. Like this world, I mean, the crazy thing about it is, my intuition be telling me things that I don't even see in the physical. I be peeping things and knowing things are coming up that are gonna be wrong, that nobody even has to tell me. I already see it coming. And then when I call or confirm or check up on it, I'm always right. I'm literally never wrong, like ever. So I'm just like, I'm at this point where I'm like, something has got to give, bro. Like, this matrix, I'm telling you, this matrix is crumbling so bad. Like I can't even overstate it, understate it, understand it. Like, this matrix is done, because it's just not the way it should be. Life should not be like this at all. But it's the evil, wicked people in this world that have made it this way. Why the heck are Americans and other people in other parts of the world, why are we still working 8-hour days? Why are we even working the way that they have it set up? It's not even productive. It's not even a productive society. Like, look at it. Like, it psychologically and health-wise, it's counterproductive. It's counterproductive. So I swear, bro, I'm speaking it into existence. I don't care anymore. Like, I'm going all the way off, because like I'm tired of it. Like I'm so tired of so much that I'm like, enough is enough is enough is enough. Like, I'm gonna have to go even harder in the paint, like for real, because I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of the incompetence of other people. I'm sick of the way the world is structured. I'm tired of it all. It doesn't make any sense. It's inefficient. It's stupid. And it's like, as somebody being aware, and you're consciously aware, you could even see how things are playing in front of your face. You're like, you know this is silly. You know what you're going through is stupid. You know what I'm saying? They have you on this rat race, constantly going nowhere fast. All it is like you're on a rat race and you're not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Unless you chart out your own path. And that's for majority of people. And that's why I'm just like, what is this planet exactly? Why are humans here exactly? Because I don't see the point. I don't see the point. I don't. So I am going to be a living witness I am back on my spiritual ish. I'll put it that way. Everything I used to do, I'm doing again. So anybody trying to try anything, trust me, I got you. Cause like I'm going back to basics, if you know what I mean. Like I'm gonna go even harder in the paint. For a long time, this pandemic and certain situations I feel have me feeling blue, have me like not liking nothing about what's going on in the world. Like a lot of weird energy. A lot of people experience this year. But now it's like I can't let up. You see what I'm saying? This person I can't trust. This I can't trust. That not working. You know, incompetent people, shitty situations. It's like everything that's happening is just proving to me. It's literally proving to me in my face that I can't trust it. And I'm going to have to go back to basics, and anybody I got to cut off, let go of, I have to do that, because now it's me versus them. Now it's my happiness and my prosperity and my wealth and my success versus their dead dream, versus their bought ideology, versus their dead God, versus what they think. Like it's me versus them. That's how I see it. Like it's me versus this. And I'm not going to let this have power over me. So for y'all that have been rooting for me and have been supporting me behind the scenes, thank you, because I can feel the love. I asked for prayers on Twitter because I wanted things to be revealed to me. And the same day, if not the same night that I asked for that prayer, things were revealed to me. And things keep getting revealed to me. Even this morning when I woke up, things were still being revealed to me. And I'm like, bro, it's never ending. Like things are just revealing itself. I'm asking for it to be revealed, you know what I'm saying, on all different types of things. And it's showing it to me. I'm getting what I'm asking for. I'm getting the answers that I need. And I'm grateful for that. You know, I am. But I need some shit to shake. You know what I'm saying? I need not only a miracle, I need a breakthrough on breakthrough on breakthrough. And I am positioning myself right now to receive that because I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of how this year has gone. I'm disgusted with how this year has gone. I'm disappointed in the world, in the country, and really everything, truthfully. And it's kind of to the point where like, I have to just go it alone. I have to drown out every negative belief, every negative person, everything that I didn't like that has happened this year. I have to literally forget about it all. And now I have to just step in what I know. And I'm ready to do that. You know, yesterday night, I felt like I got a rejuvenation. I really felt like the old me came back in my body. Like, I don't know what that was about. But yesterday night, I literally felt like the old Simone is back. Like, I could feel it. Like, I'm ferocious. I'm going to get it. I'm going to go for it. And I'm not going to take no for an answer. It's just that simple. I'm in this energy now where what the Matrix wants to give me, it's beneath me. It's beneath me. You know what I'm saying? And I want more for all of you. I want more for me. And I want to get to the point, real talk, I want to get to the point in my life where I have so many cheat codes to this matrix that I can share them with y'all for free. I could do whatever with y'all and tell y'all how to finesse the system. That's really what I want. I want to get to a point in knowledge where I know so much I could just be giving gemstones out here like candy. And so we can all do well. So we can all break out of this system. That's really what I want. You know what I'm saying? And so I hope that I'm that vessel, and not just hope, but I know I'm that vessel, because then I wouldn't be who I am. I am that I am. You see what I'm saying? So I know my capabilities, and yesterday night I had to check the energy. I had to check myself and be like, bro, like, are you going to keep putting up with this, or are you going to break out of this? Are you going to fight back? And I've been telling y'all about this whole fight back thing. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, love. Thank you so much. And I hope you're doing well as well. You know, I've been talking about this. I've been telling y'all. I've literally been telling y'all, like, this is not about just, you know, getting by. This is a do or die. And when I told you all that, I wasn't joking. I was not joking at all. I was not joking at all. We have for the past not even 2 years, the age and the generation that we are in general, okay, is like do or die, put up or shut up. Either you take what they give you and you you crack a fake smile, or you fight back and you go after what you know you deserve, and you don't give up, and you keep pushing and you keep pushing and you keep pushing until the universe has but no other choice. The universe has no other choice but to give it to you. It has no other choice but to acquiesce to your request. It has no choice. It has no choice. So I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I asked for prayers on Twitter that things would be revealed to me. You know what I'm saying? That things would be just crystallized and cleared to me, because I felt like maybe I wasn't asking enough. Maybe I've not been asking for guidance enough. Maybe I've not been vocal enough spiritually. You see what I'm saying? So I had to go back to the drawing board yesterday, and I had to really pull out the big guns. You know, I had to go back to the drawing board and be like, okay, what did I used to do? And between me and y'all, I did realize 1,000% that I was doing a lot more spiritual work those other years. Before the pandemic, I was hard in the paint. And I wasn't in a living situation, in my opinion, that was sweet. I was not living in a place I liked. I mean, it wasn't like horrible, but I didn't like it. I preferred the apartment that we were in. My mom, me. At the time, I preferred the apartment, quite frankly. That's when I was really like floating on air, because the vibration of the area was correct. Vibration and frequency in certain areas are higher than others. Even ones that look pretty, the energy is not high. You ever been to like a neighborhood that looks nice, but then like it feels dead? Like I can't, like it has to match the frequency. So the apartment had a higher vibration and a higher frequency in general versus the house that we had after. The energy, I still was successful, I still worked hard, but the energy was totally different. And so now I'm in a place again where I see me having to walk through a portal. I see that I'm having to walk through a gateway. It's like I know that I have to walk through something bigger, because where I'm at right now, it's not enough. Y'all, it's not enough to deliver these messages that I got to tell y'all. I got to go even higher. I got to go way higher. I got to be shooting through those hoops in the sky. I have to do a lot more than where I'm at right now. This is not good enough for me. It's just not. Like, to me, it's not enough and I'm telling the universe and I'm telling God, I need more. I need this to correct itself now, not yesterday, not last week. I need this to be fixed now, because I know what I have to do. And I don't care about the conditions no more. The conditions I'm learning through different speakers to ignore. I'm learning how to ignore conditions, because the conditions have been hard. The people in the matrix make it even harder. You all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Act like you don't know what I'm talking about. So yes, y'all. The fire, the flame, the moth to the flame, the spark that ignites, it has to be relit in all of us, especially us that are spiritual. We have to reignite that flame, or it's going to be put out. The world, the unconscious folk, the people who are your haters, your doubters, all this stuff, the bots, the demons, the behind the curtain people, they're all gonna come at you when they know that you got something. They're gonna attack even harder. They ain't lying. Okay, even pastors say that. Okay, is it gonna go dead? Hold on. Back, y'all. I was just checking my thing. I was just checking my stream. Even pastors talk about this. New level, new devil. They're not lying. I'm telling you, they're not lying. When you're going someplace and you have your eye focused and you're locked in and you got to do this and that and this and that, the attacks sometimes can come even harder. The distractions can come even harder. It's a battle. It's literally a battle. Okay. So it's got to the point for me where yesterday night I really had to give myself a pep talk, and I really had to go back to the drawing board. I really had to like retrace my steps. And maybe a lot of you watching me are secretly in the same place. Maybe you don't even know that you're about to go mess that place. Maybe a lot of you don't even know that you're walking into that arena in your life as I'm saying this. Maybe a lot of you are about to brush up with destiny. You know what I'm saying? You're about to encounter what I'm going through right now, which is you have to kind of like retrace your steps. You got to go back and look at, okay, well, when this worked, what did I do then? Right? What was I eating? How was I sleeping? Who was around me? What was I listening to? What was motivating me? Sometimes you have to go back. You have to go back. You have to think, not in a negative sense, because people look at it as a negative thing. No, sometimes it could be a positive thing. If you're trying to retrace your steps and figure out, okay, you've gained this knowledge then. You've gained this wisdom there. You've learned a lesson here. How can you apply it here to here? So basically, all the hardship, all the confusion, all the dark chaos, all the just the nonsense that's been unleashed in this world that's making everything go kaput. You have to kind of apply that lesson, that knowledge to now, because that lesson should have been learned. There should be gemstones in what you've gone through that are trying to take you from there to here. You see what I'm saying? So that, I mean, truthfully, when it comes down to it, it's a I don't give a fuck attitude. You know, that's what it comes down to. That's what I have identified for myself. Like when I was, you know, I was pushing naysayers out the way. I was just starting my channel. I was working my ass off. I had an attitude of I'm gonna get it regardless. I'm gonna go hard in the paint regardless. I did not have an attitude of, oh, let me sit here and scratch my head. No, I was busting my ass. I remember when I used to get like, I had videos that were like damn near viral, bro. And it would be these two little bots, two little people in the comments that would say something smart. And I would be sitting there thinking to myself, like, they have no idea what I just had to go through, what I had to just create at 3 a.m, 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, but hauling ass. And I'm like, bruh, there is so much going on. And I'm like, I literally have to tap into that. I have to go back to that of like, through hell and high water, something's got to break. You see what I'm saying? My breakthrough needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? Through hell and high water, I've got to get back to that place where I'm on my A game and I feel like I'm good, I'm Gucci, and I can just do what I got to do. But it's a fight. There's going to be a lot of fights. There's going to be a lot of opposing energy. There's going to be a lot of, you know, hurdles. I want to put it like that. There always is. In fact, there always will be. And so, especially spiritual people, enlightened people, we have to get to the point where we are sharper than the enemy. We are sharper than the tactics of the devil. We are sharper than our naysayers. We're sharper than the doubters. We are more equipped. Going into 2023, we have to be so equipped, y'all. And we don't just have to have the equipment. We have to use the equipment. We have to use the skills and the knowledge and the techniques that we had from before. We have to tap back into that and revive it, pull it out, push it out, pull it down, pull the strongholds down, and activate it. And regardless of who don't like it, regardless of who don't understand, we have to barge. We have to push through, because the warfare is not going to stop. The hurdles in life are not going to stop. The incompetent people at our jobs or at places that we're supposed to be buying groceries at, and all these people that work in these jobs that can't do their job. We have to stand against all of that. We got to put up with all of that. We have to put up with all of that BS. All of that BS. And still be present and still show up and still work and still push and still succeed. And that's not for the faint of heart. That is not an easy task, okay? But I know for a fact from other times in my life that whenever you feel like you're at your end's rope, there's a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough knocking at that door. That I know for a fact. Whenever you feel like you're like all hell is breaking loose, of course my dog is gonna bark because I just knocked on the table and she thinks it's a door. But I know for a fact that when you feel like all hell is breaking loose, that is exactly the moment when you have to literally push even harder. And that's when you have to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, then what are you gonna do? You're going to be having to pull your strength from all different types of places that may not be the best for you. You're going to have to pull it from yourself. So, yeah, I've definitely had to up the ante. I'm just letting y'all know. I've literally had to like, I have had to retrace my steps, and I've had to really go deep with it and think about what is going on. And how can I improve this? And how can I make this better? And how can I revive that passion within myself for life again? What can I do to help myself? Because I know that that's the best place it should come from, is myself. You know, I've always been the kind of person where like, I don't want to have to wait for nobody to tell me nothing. I don't operate like that. I want to get it and go after it myself. I want to see it manifest for myself. I don't want it to be stagnant. I don't want it to be stagnant. I want to be able to just flow with it and feel okay and know that, okay, no matter who don't like it, it don't matter anymore. You know, I'm a young adult. I'm still an adult. And I'm at this point, I'm like, you know what? I can't care about, because of somebody else's religion, they have a problem with what I do. You know, which has been the case. Okay. In different ways. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with that. People can pray to who they want to pray to. They can do what they want to do. And I don't care. I don't care what church somebody goes to. I don't care what religion somebody is in. But yet it's like when a spiritual person knows who they are and they're gaining wisdom and they're tapping out of the matrix. Now here comes all these religious folk who want to pull you back into what they got going on and blind you. And cover your mouth and silence you and choke you. And they want to try to convince you that what they're doing is right, when you know that it doesn't work for you. You know it's wrong. You know that it's not right. You know that's not the truth for you. But they're trying to convince you of what they think. But what somebody else thinks is not what you think. What somebody else is thinking is not what you're thinking. And you can't just apply what somebody else's idea of success is, or religion, or whatever, or even God is. You have to know that for yourself. Okay, that's why I'm so against all that, because not against, but that's why I don't bother with that, because like it's not a one size fits all. Everybody's spiritual path, everybody's destiny, everybody's duty, quite frankly, is different from each other. Just like how in the UK, just like how in London, we have one king, we have one queen. We don't have we don't have 8 kings and queens, you know, active at the same time. They acknowledge only 2, the king and the queen. So somebody can have 1,000 different ideas about what you're doing, but you have to only identify what you believe, what's active in your realm, what's active in your world. You can't activate what somebody else wants for you. That's why I always say that a lot of people in life should be farther. And what holds them back a lot of times is family. And I'm gonna say it in this video. It's family, y'all. It's family. It's exes. It's karmics. It can be a twin flame, quite frankly. It could be a soulmate. It could be a lover. A lot of people are not who they are and where they should be in life because other people, places, and things are distracting them. And this is one thing that, and you know, even earlier today, I was looking back, just trying to, you know, just evaluate, evaluating some things that I, you know, choice I made in my life. And I'm like, you know what, there's something I would change. I was so dedicated to college when I was in college. I was so focused. I was so determined. You know, even when I was dating, even when I was busy with other clubs and jobs on, like, I had to look at it and be like, you know, there's something I would ever change, because I did what I felt comfortable with doing. You see what I'm saying? I made choices that I wanted to make. Not a lot of them I think I got bad advice. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, I was saying today, like to somebody close to me, some of the advice I got, I don't think was the best advice. I don't regret anything in life, but I'm like, I would have not taken that advice. I wish that I had different advice to go off of. I wish I had a different voice to go off of, but at the time I didn't. And so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna sit here and cry all day about something 3 years ago? No, I'm gonna cry if I need to let the pain out and heal, but I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk. It's a difference. If I like when I at the beginning of the video, I was crying because I'm frustrated. I'm not crying because I made a bad choice. I didn't make any bad choice. I was crying because I'm like, something's gotta give. Sometimes you get to that point, you know. Sometimes you get to that point where like something has got to give. I'm tired of the same old. You know, I want change. I want things to be better. I want to see the world better. I want to see people healthier. I want to see myself healthier. There's a lot of things that I want it to be better. And until it gets better, I'm not going to let up my foot off the gas pedal. Until it gets better, I'm not just going to sit there and take it. I'm not just going to keep sitting there and taking it when I know that I deserve better. That I know I deserve better. So, you know, that is just the way it is. Like, a lot of times when you feel like things are hard or difficult or are purposely difficult and you know they're not supposed to be, it's because it's either a test. Most of the time it is a test, but not just a test. It is like a I wouldn't say gateway, but it's like a different door of destiny you have to walk through, that you have to overcome. There's a lot of miracles. There's a lot of miracles that I personally want to happen, you know, as soon as possible. You know, I'm not gonna say, oh, next year, December, I want this to happen next year, December. No, I don't want this to happen next year, December. Why the hell would I want it to happen next year, December? You know what I'm saying? I want whatever can happen to happen as quick as possible. I don't want to be waiting until next year, December for what? Why would I want that? You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of a situation now where, and I've been saying this for people that are spiritual in general, you're going to have to ignore a lot of the negative voices. You're really going to have to know that you know what you know. It's no longer about, let me go through 3 other opinions and see what they think about it. You have to just make the decision yourself. You know, it's getting to a point now where you just got to make a decision. You just got to do what you got to do. You can't wait for 5 different signs. You know, maybe the 2 signs or the very one big sign you get is good enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that one sign you got is good enough. You don't need several signs. It may just be one good sign that you get and you're like, okay, that one sign makes sense to me. I'm going to go with that. You know, and so, yeah, I'm happy to tell y'all that. I am. You know, I am very happy to tell y'all, like I'm fighting to the gulag. You hear me? Like I'm not just gonna sit there and let life keep beating all of our asses and just keep taking it. I'm not gonna keep putting up with it. Like this year was a pretty chill year for me personally. Like this year I had to do a lot of healing. I had to do a lot of introspection. I had to really heal a lot. But next year I'm coming at it. Next year I'm like, you know what? There's no more time, truthfully. There's no more time, truthfully, to just wave the white flag anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or to half-ass anything. It's time to go all in and the best you can, give it all you got. Don't ever stop. That's the kind of energy that I'm coming with, and I'm really asking my ancestors to restore me. I'm asking for the divine healing energy to restore me and to really put me back where I need to be in this world, because I feel like there's much to do. There's much knowledge to gain. There's much knowledge to seek. There's much things to learn, much things to do, and I don't feel like this year was it. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I did what I had to do on a personal level, but I just don't think that the energy to work with was it. And so I'm already preparing myself mentally. Okay, next year, it may be the same thing. Next year maybe the same exact thing where the energy in the world is just off. The energy is just low, and you're going to have to just do more and be more to compensate, to override the negative waves. Or else what are you going to do? Like, if you don't have a strategy to overcome that energy, you're just going to get washed under it. You're just going to be overtaken by it. And that's like the worst place you could be, because then you feel like you're stuck, you're drowning. And I don't want to feel like that anymore. I don't want to feel like I don't want to feel like that anymore. I really, really don't. Some things in life, everyday life, may be very irritating. People can be very irritating, very ignorant, very stupid, quite frankly. And it sucks that we have to put up with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I remember a couple months ago, I would get emails from people about how do you deal with conflict at work and stuff like that. And that's a whole other different video. But it's a shame. It's a shame that we can't just work, and people just can't just work and not have 1,000 things going wrong. You know what I'm saying? And you just want to get a paycheck, right? You just want to get a paycheck. But the Matrix, right? The Matrix makes everything so much more difficult, to the point where you're not just going to work to go to work, right? You're going to work and you're thinking about the 5,000 other things that could go wrong, and people that are in your face and all this other stuff. And that's just how the Matrix is, bro. It's a never-ending loop of negativity. And if you're not a spiritual person, you're just going to keep going down and down and down and down like a lost sheep. And that's why spirituality, and that's why knowing thyself and having the right information is so important. Because if you don't have the right information, you don't have the right tools to fight back, to push back, you're going to just get weaker and weaker and weaker. And this is why so many people have given up. This is why so many people have they're out of here. They're not even on the planet, because whether there's a time or not is besides the point. They just not equipped for the time we're living in. And we're in a different age now. So we have to get equipped, y'all. We have to act on the knowledge and the wisdom we have. We can't just have it doormat, sitting in our minds, sitting in our hearts, and it's not activated. We now have to activate. We have to put 2 and 2 together. We have to now use it to our advantage. We have to now use it to our advantage. And if people in your close life or family or whatever are blocking that, they're gonna have a side seat at the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm just being honest. I decided today, I'm like, if certain people in my life and certain things in my life are in my way, they're gonna have to get out the way. Because I'm not gonna have that voice and that energy and that demon, quite frankly, try to mess up what I got going on and try to influence me in the wrong way and try to get me messed up. I'm not going to let whatever voice that person has or whatever ideology that person has mess up what I have. I can't let other people get in my head or try to change what I know is a reality for me. They don't have to like it. That phrase, the people don't have to like it, but they have to respect you. Somebody doesn't have to like what you do or who you are or whatever, but they do have to respect you. They have to give you common, basic decency. And that's what the world is lacking right now. You know what I'm saying? So this is a wake-up call. This is another video of a wake-up call for not only myself, which I always share about, but the collective. You hear me? The breaking point is your breakthrough. That is when you are aware of what's not working and who's in your way and what is in your way, and you're gonna have to fight back. I've been really stuck on this message for like at least 2 weeks now. This is what's been on my heart to share with you all. It's about fighting back, standing strong and tall, and knowing who you are. And if you don't, going into next year, you need to begin to dig deep, figure out what's your triggers, what's your high points, what helps you focus more, what are your life hacks, what are things that help you get through the day, and have it stored up so that when the day gets rough, you're not just weak in the knees. You got to have a strategy, you got to have a plan, you got to put forth, you got to know. So I have been back on that. I feel like I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't know what it is. I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. I've just been feeling like the old Simone is coming back, bro. The energy is coming back. I'm fighting back. I'm so aware. I'm so alert. My ancestors are coming through for me. For y'all, my ancestors, I know they're coming through, bro. Like the channel is clear, like crystal clear. Like I'd be asking for things, I'd be asking for guidance, I'd be asking for the truth, I'd be asking to see what is being hidden from me, and I'm seeing it. Whether in my dreams or just life. Like I'll be doing life like the rest of you, and boom, there goes the answer that I was looking for. The answer just comes right in front of me. Boom, there's the answer. Because I'm asking for it. How many people feel stuck because they're not asking for help? They're not asking for guidance, spiritual guidance now. They're not asking for direction. They're not asking for clarification. How many people are just walking in life blind because they have not humbled themselves, right? They have not humbled themselves to ask what they need to ask. Maybe the ego is too big. Maybe the ego is too big, so the channel's not clear, right? Your higher self is not. The channel's not clear. I'll put it that way. The channel's not clear. So you have to get to a point where the channel is clear. You know, you have to work at it. You have to put forth energy towards it. You got to keep putting your energy towards that thing, and be vocal about it. You know what I'm saying? That was never something that I really felt like I had a strong suit in, was like being like very vocal with my mouth. Like, you know, like what the channel, yes, but like not like, you know, praying and all that. I really had never been too big on that. I mean, I can think it in my mind, but I think that there's another way to go about it. You know, that's different for everybody. But like, I think for me, I have found different ways to go about it. Like, it could just be, it doesn't have to be elaborate. It has to be a special occasion, you know. It could just be something very simple. Like, you know what, I need this to be revealed to me. You know, I need this to come through for me. Please show me. And before, I don't really think that I don't know if I even have the tools to understand how to do that correctly, or how to pray correctly, or how to ask correctly. I don't think I really did. The manifestation is a different situation, but I just think like communicating with your ancestors and things like that, I don't really think that I really was too hip to that until recently. So since I have begun to do that and ask for things to be revealed to me, it has been revealed to me, you know what I'm saying? But this matrix is lame as hell, man. This matrix, this whole system currently is lame. It is so stupid. And, you know, I just have to trust that things will get better. I just have to trust, for not just myself, but for all of us, that this system will be gone and a new one will arise that will work for the collective and will prosper us all. Because the current system is janky. It's foolish. It's stupid. You know, that's my perspective. I don't think that that's just how I feel. I feel like a lot of things are they just don't make any sense. And so, you know, we're not able to just toss over everything in a day, but we do have to find a way out, a way through. We have to, or either that we surrender, we give up, we die. And I'm not in the business of doing any of those things. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to fail at it. I am not in the business of that whatsoever. I will not be doing any of those things. Okay? I will not be doing any of those things. I will not be giving up. I will not be just laying down. I will not just be taking whatever. No, I will not. 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 And so I have to reposition myself, reactivate myself, go back to basics, go back to the spiritual work that I was doing. Because I haven't done it for a while. I just like realized like college totally distracted me. You know what I'm saying? Finishing up my degree totally distracted me. And the spiritual work, right? The spiritual work that I was doing a couple of years ago, or maybe a year or so ago, I wasn't doing. And so hopefully that can help somebody else out here. Maybe you have to go retrace your steps. And that's why you're watching this video right now and live. Maybe there's somebody out here where you need to go retrace your steps. You need to go back to the drawing board. You see what I'm saying? Because there could be a lot of things that you're not doing. There could be a lot of beliefs, a lot of things that were activated, and now they're no longer active because something else has come in to distract you. Something else has come in to take you off your A game. Something else has come in to cause fear and sadness and depression in you. And so now you have to flip the script. Now you have to go. Now you have to flip the script, and you have to realize, oh ish, this is trying to get me off my A game. But it's not until you take time to tap in and rejuvenate yourself and ask yourself the tough questions that you will find that. Until you do the work for yourself, you're not going to even get to that point. And that's why the current system is a trap, because it doesn't allot you the time to meditate. It doesn't really allot you any time to just breathe, especially if you got kids, you got a husband, you got a wife, you got responsibilities. What? You have to make the time. You have to make that time. No one's gonna just, like I said in the video, no one's gonna give you the time to sit down and go and play music and tap in and pray and light a candle. No one's gonna get no one is gonna want to give you that. No one's gonna say, hey, I think you deserve a break today. No one's gonna tell you that. You got to tell yourself, hey, you know what? I've been on my feet for 10 hours. I've been working for 6 hours or an 8-hour shift, whatever. I need to relax now. I'm not going to answer no calls. Do not disturb. That new feature on the iPhone is perfect. Do not disturb. I don't want to be disturbed right now. Y'all saw me live yesterday when I was on here. I had multiple calls. I said, if you don't talk about nothing today, nothing to do with today, I don't want to hear about it. I want to talk about next week. I don't care. Clink, bye. That's the point you got to get to, especially if you're a spiritual vessel. You're a powerful spiritual vessel. You have a mission. You got things you have to do. You can't let people just take your time. You can't just let people just put their little ideas in your ear and have it stick. You got to kick it out. You got to say, nah. I'm not going for that. And like I said, it could even be family. I'm going to go back to that point for a quick hot second. It could even be family. It could even be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever whatever you are watching me. Guy, girl, I don't care what you are. Okay, watching me. All right? It could even be something you think is a close kinfolk to you. And they'd be the same people making you think low of yourself, making you think small, keeping you stuck, keeping you at the same place year after year after year. And I'm telling y'all from experience of what I'm going through right now, until you give yourself the permission, until you give yourself the permission to say, enough is enough. I want better. Let me go back to the drawing board. Let me figure out what's going on here, because I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I'm not liking how I'm feeling. I'm not liking this, that, this, who, whatever. You got to give yourself that time. You got to make it happen for yourself. You can't expect nobody to throw no pity party for you. You can't expect nobody to come in and tap your shoulder and say, hey, take a break. No one gonna do that. Especially if we're talking about if you're working for somebody, they're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna try to work you till you basically dead. They're gonna try and work you till you damn dead. And this matrix right here that we dealing with. Okay. What? My phone went dead on me. It did say 10%, but I didn't, I was still talking to y'all, so, which I don't regret it, obviously. Let me just make sure. Oh, 1 second. It's plugged into this thing. Gotta move this over. Is that gonna hold it up? I think it is. Let me see. Is it back? Let me see. Let me see how it looks. Okay, we back. So actually, while I was actually setting up my phone, I had a video of Spiritual Soul. I don't know even if he's back on YouTube. I heard that he's floating around on TikTok. But I went on TikTok. I couldn't find him on there. And I was actually literally only 30 seconds. I was watching what he was saying. And he was like, for a lot of y'all, people that you love the most are blocking your blessings right now, because you love them the most, and you take what they say even higher than what you think, and that's a problem. You see what I'm saying? And I could not agree more with him. We really have to, it's the times we're living in, make that so clear, and just life in general will make that so clear to like a lot of people, including myself. Like that's just so true. That's just so true. Like you can't place nothing before you except God. You know, and God is within you. Same thing. But basically it's like, yeah, you can't place somebody else's idea and ideology above your own. And it's sad to say that, but like I'm willing to go to war for it at this point. I'm at this point where I'm like, you know what? I gotta stand up for what I believe in. I gotta do what I gotta do. And I'm not about to let nothing or nobody confuse me, distract me, put me back to where I was when I wasn't feeling like my authentic self. I'm not gonna go back to none of that. I'm gonna stand for what I believe and what I know is true for myself, and I'm not gonna backpedal for anybody. I'm not gonna cut the corners to make anybody feel good. Like I'm just gonna stop doing that, period, because they're not respecting how I feel. They're not respecting what I think. You see what I'm saying? So why should I respect them? That's how I'm gonna see it now. Like if you're not gonna respect me civilly and respectfully, then I'm damn sure not gonna respect you. I'm damn sure not gonna respect you. But yeah, I just want to, I was waiting for opportunity to tell y'all this. I've been waiting for a while to tell y'all this, what I've been going through. But it looks like now is the time. You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all on camera that I've had to fight to upload, literally, because of the speculation and certain people that are supposed to be close to me in my life that don't like what I've been doing. You see what I'm saying? They don't believe in reading cards. They don't believe in a lot of so-called spiritually based things. They're if they're not religious, they're just very closed-minded. But I'm at this point now where I don't care. If it works for me, it works for my clients, it works for y'all that are subscribed to my channel. Y'all believe in it, y'all use it as well. Like, so be it. Like, we're adults, we're young adults, and it's gonna do what it's gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna stop living my life to make somebody else feel better about themselves. You see what I'm saying? And I've learned that for a while now. I've had to learn this. Like, I've had to learn this. I really have. You know what I'm saying? Where you can't stop and you can't dim your shine. You can't stop what you believe. You can't stop and not do what you want to do because you want to please somebody else. That is like self-neglect. That is like self-harm. That is disrespectful to not only your ancestors but to yourself. It's disrespectful. I mean, it's like insulting your own intelligence, basically. And if you're in that environment, or you're around those kind of people, or you're having to listen to that, you got to break away from that. You've got to make a change. And quite frankly, all year, that's what I've been having to do. That's what I've been working so hard on behind the scenes, y'all. It's like getting rid of the people in my life that I feel just genuinely don't benefit me. That's been a big part of my year off camera that I've been doing, is like getting rid of the people and the situations and the sick beliefs that were implanted in my mind when I was a young child that I know are garbage, that I know are hot air and fumes, and will never help me become a multimillionaire, will never help me become the healthiest version of myself, will never help me become the entrepreneur I'm supposed to be, will never help me be a vessel and a teacher to all of you and many people in other generations. That's not it. And I'm not trying to insult, nobody or nothing that's close to me or nothing like that. But like, that's not it. I know that's not it. It's like, I'll give the example of like when you're looking for a car, right? Let's say you want to get a brand new car. And you're going to a lot of cars, right? And the dealer keeps trying to show you this one car, like, oh, this car is nice, it just arrived in the lot, a good price, da 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 da. And you're like, and that person, the salesperson's perspective of this car, it is like, over the moon, amazing, fireworks amazing, just outrageously cool. But your perspective of the car that they're trying to sell you is way below what they're seeing it as. You're seeing this as a phony car, a car not worth it, but then the salesperson seeing this car as the end all be end all, the creme de la creme. And that's kind of how it is. Like, that when you identify something, when you kind of brush up with it, when you are interacting with it, that's not it. But it's not it. but maybe somebody else or something else, or just the world's trying to convince you, oh yeah, that's it right there, that's perfect, yeah, this is it, this is the one. But like, but your inner knower, yourself, your higher self, and yourself, just yourself in general, you know that looking at it even from afar or up close, you're like, that's not it, I know that's not it. And the person saying, trying to tell you, yes, this is it, yes, this is it. And in the back of your mind, you're like, this is not it. So which voice are you going to listen to? Who are you going to choose to believe at that point? Are you going to believe and choose yourself? Or are you going to choose this other person and what they're telling you and what they want you to subscribe to? So that's kind of where I'm at. You got to sometimes walk it alone. You've got to have so much confidence and know-how in yourself that no matter what the world is telling you, no matter what somebody's telling you, you're standing on your own knowledge, your own 2 feet, and you know what you know what you know. And you have to go with what works for you. That's another thing. You have to do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? If people around you or a company or whatever only wants you to do what's best for them, then that means basically they don't care about you. I'm just gonna put it that way. Or they don't even want your opinion. They don't even want to hear feedback. That means that they're not interested. They're not interested in knowing what matters to you. You're not valued at that point. You see what I'm saying? So then therefore you have to value yourself. You have to be intentional with yourself. You have to stand up for yourself. That's the whole point. That is the whole point. So that's the message, y'all. I'm gonna get off here now. Got a long day ahead. It's still very early in the day. I'm just like, it be to the point where like 11 o'clock at night after work, I'm doing laundry, I'm cleaning like until like 2 a.m. Like I'm just always doing something. I know a lot of you all are as well. You know what I'm saying? But even more so now, it's like, it just never ends. But we've got to be strong enough to stand on our own 2 feet, stand what we believe in, go after what we want, be vocal enough to get it and manifest it, and most importantly, believe it. We have to believe in ourselves. Not everybody that is close to us or that loves us or that's in our life is going to understand why we do what we do. Like I said, especially if you're a spiritual person or you're an entrepreneur or you're a business owner or whatever else you are that is quite controversial these days, don't expect anybody to ever understand you. That's been revealed to me more than ever. Like, people are just not going to understand where you're coming from because they're not you. How can somebody who's not you and doesn't have your mind understand you in its depths and its core? A person can never fix their lips and say, I know you, when they can't even relate nothing on a spiritual level to what you're talking about. How can they really know you if they're not even on the same level spiritually as you, or they don't even understand where you're coming from in your mind? How can they really know you? They don't understand you. So, it's kind of like common sense, but until you live that, until you walk that, until you're experiencing that on a day-to-day basis, you're like, wow, some people just really don't get it. And you're like, damn, they're never going to get it, are they? And that's kind of like how it's been for me this year. Like, I've had to say goodbye to so many people. I've had to cut so many people out of my life. I've had to clean house this year. I've had to clean house through hell and high water. I've had to clear house this year and be like, enough is enough now. I'm not going to keep putting up with it, basically. So it is what it is. Every milestone, every lesson, every kind of epiphany, whatever I feel like come out here and talking to y'all besides regular content, I will, because it's important. It's important to talk about life. It's important to talk about how to get through life and how to be what you got to be. Not everybody is going to get it. 1 second, y'all. Gotta get water. And in fact, most are never going to get it. They're never going to understand. They're never going to understand. And so you have to kind of just accept it, brush it off and be like, okay, you don't get where I'm coming from. You're not doing what I've asked you to do. You can get cut. You can get lost. Bye. See ya. Bye. Like, that's how it's been for me this whole year. In different ways. I had to just like put my foot down, like, no, I'm not gonna accept that. No, I'm not gonna deal with that. No, I'm not. I don't have to. I don't have to. And that's a big difference in energy. That energy within itself is totally different than just laying down and taking it versus standing up for yourself and saying, nope, I don't want to do that. Nope, this is not going to work for me. Nope, I have a change of heart. Nope, I'm not okay with this. You know, being vocal and being like, nah, I don't got to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. So I really hope this video inspired somebody. I cannot wait to see my manifestations come into fruition next year. Y'all, I'm manifesting a hell of a lot. Y'all have no idea. It's not even half what I told y'all in this video. I am manifesting a lot, and it needs to happen. It's gonna happen, and sometime next year, I'm working my butt off. You know, I'm praying, I'm manifesting. I'm gaining the insight and tools and knowledge. I'm doing the damn work. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, y'all. And I hope that all of y'all that have goals and have and various ambitions of yourself and dreams and all the like, I hope you all are able to do that as well. You know what I'm saying? Not just hear me talk, but in your own life, reflect on your own life and ask yourself, what do you have to go back to the drawing board about? What do you have to look over in your life? What do you have to rethink about, analyze, reevaluate? Who do you have to get rid of in your life? Is there people in your life that are stopping you, that are blocking your blessings? Is it time for them to go? Probably is. All right. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for commenting. Thank y'all for being here, listening. I really hope that y'all got some kind of gem from this video as well, you know, about how to go about your own life situation and what you can do to improve your own life and what you have in store for next year, what you want to do going into next year and what you want to achieve. I love y'all. Namaste. God bless. Bye.